Hey Val,
Hello.
how was Disney?
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Um, it was so good. We had a blast. It was also exhausting and like the longest week ever. And we ate so much food. I can't even ugh.
Ready to cleanse?
I like literally already cleansing. Got on an airplane this morning. I had a breakfast sandwich at the airport at like 4 a.m. and got on the airplane. And then once I made it back to Texas and back to Waco, the first thing I did when I came in my house was start my cleanse.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah. So
Yay.
it's been a long day. I'm going to be very ready to go to bed tonight. Like I'm literally already laying in my bed to sit with you guys tonight.
So, what is the countdown for graduation?
It is 3 weeks and 3 days.
Okay. So, Julie, you haven't met Val or Laura yet because you're usually on Wednesday's call, but it was a little crazy this week with Thanksgiving. So, Laura is hailing from Iowa, and Val is finishing up her theology master's degree at Baylor. And Julie is a fellow taste bud friend of mine who is also locally here in Algonquin. So,
and I was a taste bud also.
Oh, that's right. You know, the funny part is I didn't know you, Laura, back in those days, but Julie and I knew who Julie was. And her sponsor and my sponsor were friends. Like, it was all kind of the same running around group. And I have to tell you, Julie, holy crap. When I saw Shelly Schultz's name, I'm like, is that the Shelly that's up in Wisconsin?
That's the one.
And I looked at her picture. Okay, how much weight has she already lost before Isagenix?
I think around 80 or so pounds.
I did not even recognize her.
Isn't it amazing?
From TS also?
Yeah, so she's under Tammy Kirch. I don't know, is she still doing TS?
Yes.
Okay, so she's under Tammy Kirch and that whole Wisconsin crew.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was so excited to see her name. I'm like, okay, yay.
Yeah, exciting. Yeah, she's doing great though. I mean, I'm really proud of her.
Yay. Okay, so we're going to talk about a few things coming up. First of all, I want to talk, because I don't want to forget about it. NYKO, New Year's Kickoff, is January 11th and 12th. So, New Year's Kickoff is a really short couple of days, so I think it's 1 day shorter than Celebration. Typically, Randy and I go out on Wednesday, but this year I think we leave actually Thursday and come back Sunday. So it is in Phoenix. It gives you an opportunity to tour corporate, and I believe there are tours out already for corporate. We did that last year, so we're not going to do that this year. Randy just said something to me tonight that Cindy's on the docket to teach and take the stage at NYKO, which I did not know. So do I have any takers of anybody who's going to be joining us at NYKO?
I would love to.
So would I.
I'm still kind of tossing it up in the air financially.
Okay. So
I got to get a lot more people registered.
Well, you're on a roll. And for those of you who don't know, we need to give a huge shout out to Julie. You had 3 enrollments this week.
Yay.
On Friday,
wow.
Good Friday. It's like not Good Friday. A Good Friday, but not cyber. What is it called? Black Friday.
I know. You're right. I did have 3.
The other Black Friday, the other good Black Friday.
Yeah.
So, and if you have missed it, so it's funny. I'm on this link that's called 3 Stars and Above that used to be run by Kristen Landry. And if you haven't heard, they're letting some people go at corporate that we were talking about it a little bit last week, that we are still debt-free company. Everything is still fine. They're just doing a little restructuring because some numbers are down. So they let some of the business development coaches go. So this morning I saw Murgatroyds, which are some Isagenix friends, post about Cyber Monday and with an Isagenix picture. And I was like, okay, where'd they get it? So I was all over, like I was on Cindy's site, I was on Masterminds, I went to ISA FYI, ISA Business, could not find it. Well, then in the 3-star group, they posted, here's what's coming tomorrow, don't share it till tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But then I saw Cindy share it and a bunch of people share it. I'm like, fair game. If people are sharing it, we're going to share it. Right. Now, I have not seen the official verbiage, but the way Murgatroyds have it worded and the way Cindy has it worded, I'm assuming it is existing and new, just like Friday was. And it's literally the same sales as Friday.
Right.
So I don't know if you guys saw, I'm putting a team challenge really out to all leaders, because this is where, you got to put some effort in. I love that it's the tiered specials depending on how much you purchase. And I wasn't smart enough last week to remember, we have an auto ship every week that goes out of this house. Do you think I would have not sent my auto ship out Tuesday and would have thought about it? So heads up, if you have an auto ship coming either this week or next week and you want to save money, push out your auto ship, put the order through tomorrow so that you get the savings. I am working on, go ahead.
I did that on Friday.
Yeah, I wish I would have thought of it. And if you've stocked up for you, this is where I'm going to encourage you to think about gift giving. And we talked about this last week too. Isagenix deposited some $25 coupons in some people's back office. I was asking Cindy, there's no rhyme or reason. We don't know who got them, who didn't. Some were leaders, some weren't. I don't know. But both Randy and I ended up getting them. And so I was able to buy the diffuser, which I think our diffuser is really cheap, because I price diffusers and they're typically $60-$70, and our diffuser is $45. So I was able to get, with the free shipping from ISO Delivery, a diffuser on each of our accounts. So I got 2 of them for $26. So there's my daughter-in-law's birthday gift, which I'm going to get her 1 or 2 little essential oils to go with it, and my mom's Christmas gift. And so think about things, the hand cream special. I am working on a constant contact. In fact, when we get done, I'll get it out tonight. That's going out to the entire team. So please share it with your team, that has a reminder of all of the codes and all of the specials that are in the gift giving guide. And to really think about, who do I need to Christmas shop for yet? Would they like e-shots? Would they like recovery type workout stuff? Maybe they're really stressed and they need ionics. Do they need hand cream? Do they do essential oils already and you can get some of our oils? Think, where can you shop, because it's wholesale prices, and then with getting ISO Delivery, the discounts, and the codes, you could save a boatload of money tomorrow. So really encourage you and your team to do that, because I think that will be huge. And then obviously we have the Facebook virtual event tomorrow night, which I'm so glad I put that on, knowing we have the Cyber Monday special. And it's a great time to use this as your excuse for follow-up. I think most of you know my theory on follow-up is have an excuse to call back. And you can say this is one of the biggest savings of the year, because it is. Actually, this is one of the biggest discounts they've given in the 5.5 years we've been with Isagenix. So, feel free to shout, hey, huge savings, and again, you can promote it to, if and Val, I use an example, get a hold of Cindy and say, you know what, Daniel's been asking me about Isagenix. Do you want to come in on a smaller package? Do you want me to get him some food for college? There's sales today. Work with spouses or parents, not just the people you've been working with. So if you have connections where one has been asking, but they won't put the money out themselves, get a hold of their spouse, backdoor it, see if they want to give the gift of health for their spouse, early.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, with your follow-up, I would for sure do a post, and I would really encourage people to go Facebook Live on this one, whether it's tonight or tomorrow, especially because you can say more things like, get a hold of me if you're ready to sign up. Let me know if you want an invitation to the virtual Facebook event, without getting but lowered on the wording that Facebook looks with their logarithm. So in case you don't know, if you ever use the words, message me for more details. We can get you signed up now. Facebook kind of drops you to low priority. But if you say it in a Facebook Live, they don't know. So you have a lot more liberty to use those kind of phrases on a Facebook Live than you do in a scripting post. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go grab my lineup for tomorrow. I want to tell you guys who's going to be on. All right. Julie, did you talk to Brooke? Is she game or are you posting?
Sent her a message. I haven't heard back yet, so I'll let you know by morning.
Okay, so either Julie's girl Brooke or Julie is gonna put, or they're gonna be first at 7:40. Shannon, who's an Orange Theory coach, so got the fitness end there, is gonna be next. Sam or his wife is gonna be after that. Val, did you ever get a hold of Micah? I've left him a couple messages and he has not gotten back to me.
He hasn't answered me either. I'm like literally sending him a message about the sale tomorrow right now while I'm thinking about it and hoping maybe that'll get something. So
Okay.
I'll
And
let you know if I do.
some things that, like, there's 2 Orange Theory coaches. I have been like, hey, let's write your 30-second story. And they're game, but they've been blowing me off for about 6 weeks. So instead of the normal 5-question series that Isagenix uses, I simplified it even more. And I'm going to pull it up and read it to you, is I sent, and I was doing it as an attachment before, where this time what I did is in the message, I literally asked Shannon, here's what I said. Okay, good morning. Next Monday's my virtual event. Would love it if you just answer these 3 questions below. With you answering it, I'll help write your 30-second story. I'll send it back for your approval. And if you're okay with it, we'll use it for a post. So the questions were, why were you searching for something different, in parentheses, low point? Could be any reason. And I gave examples. Felt stuck, spinning my wheels, weight loss, brain fog, bad doctor's report, couldn't fit into jeans, didn't like what you saw in the mirror, etc. Number 2, since I've started Isagenix, and then in parentheses, give me scale and non-scale victories, such as stress management, nutrition for on the go, brain fog, better sleep, less cravings. And number 3, why do you believe Isagenix is a good fit for you? So I sent this to a couple of people, and she replied back immediately with her answers. So if you find that they're not taking the time to open the attachment, which to me is pretty lazy, but whatever.
Yeah.
At least those are the 3 primary questions. What was your pain point? What results are you having? Why is it a good fit for you? And so if you can get Micah to answer back and say, can you just answer these 3 questions? It literally took me 2 minutes to write Shannon's 30-second story with her answers. And then I sent it back saying, does this work? Like, I wanted to make sure it was compliant. So I'll read you what her story is so you guys can hear it. So her story is, last year I found myself unhappy on how I looked. I was a little overweight, and more importantly, I didn't like how I felt. Being a fitness instructor, I felt sluggish and my joints ached, so I knew something needed to change. At Orange Theory, I ran into Jody, who introduced me to these amazing products. Since then, I've lost weight, I'm comfortable in my own skin, my joints feel better, and I can work out harder now than I did in my 30s. What a difference. This system was a perfect solution for the girl who had tried every diet out there. The convenience of not having to think about what my next meal will be and knowing I'm receiving the best balanced nutrition without thinking, prepping, or stressing about food has been a lifesaver for me. Plus, the AMP line has helped my pre and post workouts to ultimately give me the results I was looking for in the gym. Done. All from 3 questions. Yeah, I added a little, like I added the AMP line just because I know her personally and know that was a game. Like, she didn't put that in her answers, but I did it, sent it back. I said, what do you think? She's like, love it. Use it. Okay.
Great.
She's teaching that I'm actually going to post it for her because she's teaching, but I have the picture, I have the verbiage. So it could be something as simple as that with both Micah and Aaron, of, can you answer these 3 questions? That I still have time at 7:52 tomorrow night. Would love to throw Micah in that slot.
Yeah.
So let me know if that would work. That I have him with a big question mark. Then I also have Jill Kerwin sharing. I have Jen Pashota, the chiropractor, sharing again. I've gotten a hold of Bob and Paige Duncan. I'm waiting to hear back from them. Tyler Walter will be our start group and wealth creation. And Randy's going to do a different spin. He's going to talk about how our journey started with a weight loss journey, but through this season of injury and surgeries, how it's helping him recover quicker and healthy aging and be able to have a comeback. So he's going to take it in a different spin with healthy aging. So I still could do 1 or 2 more people in there. So hopefully, Micah, Laura said you weren't able, correct?
I probably can't this time.
Okay. Do you have a team member you could teach to do it?
Not really. I don't think so, because a lot of them aren't really that involved or whatever.
Okay. So that's what I really want to see happening is I want this to be a tool for us leaders to reach down and teach them, because we need to not just be consultant sponsors, we need to be manager makers. And the easiest way to do that is in duplication of events like this and or sip and sample events. So
I pretty much haven't really found anyone that's interested in the business.
Okay. And so I'm sure you remember this from Tasteless Simple Days, is you'd always hear, need to change your team, change your team.
Yep.
You know, and Lisa puts it in a way that she calls it, there should be a new class every year. So a class of 2018, a class of 2019, and ideally you want to bring up 10 new leaders every year and have a new class every year. So that's kind of the focus of where we're going. And I'm engulfing, like you guys are really my class of 2018, but at this point you're also in that bridge of 2019 because we want to get you up to executive. Mm-hmm. So I'm calling you my class of 2018 and 19 because, you know, that's where we want to have everybody. Those of you who are local, we have 2 events coming up in the next week. Next Saturday is our team Christmas party. So Laura, if you feel like road tripping, we have extra bedrooms. And then on December 4th, I'm trying something totally different. I'm doing an event and I'm calling it Holiday Stress Buster. So what I did is I asked my massage therapist and chiropractor from my networking group to join me. And we're going to do wine and chocolate. And we're going to have the diffuser going. We're going to talk about Ionic Supreme. We're going to talk about the importance of nutrition. And then like Danny's going to talk about the importance of massage and stress. Jen's going to talk about stress and adjustments. We're just going to talk about all the tips to get us through the next stressful 3-4 weeks. And of course, in the process, hopefully people's interest to come on board. But I literally am serving, like, I'm going to cut up chocolate decadent ice lean bars. I'm going to cut up Isodelites and wine and water. Like, let's just make it a totally different event. So we will start promoting that next week, or actually it is the 4th. So like after Wednesday, we need to get through the virtual event stuff. So after like Wednesday, Thursday, I have the event up. And Julie, I think I already gave you an invite to it.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So, you know, once we're past the virtual event, then we can start promoting that for local events. And I'm not doing anything else between then and New Year's kickoff. What I will probably do is do vision board setting after we get back. I think in the past, I've actually done it before we leave on the 4th and 5th, but I think I'd rather do it coming back afterwards instead, just in case we get any new visions. And I do hear there's going to be new ways of how they're running incentives. They're going to be announced at NYKO. So let's not beat the jump. Let's wait to see what happens at NYKO. So that's kind of what's coming up. Are you guys comfortable with the specials? Why don't you go around and tell me how you plan on promoting Cyber Monday and or the virtual event?
I texted all the people on my team the picture that you posted and said, hey, huge opportunity. If you didn't get to take advantage of it on Friday, make sure you place an order tomorrow. Let me know if you need any help doing that. And then I actually just texted Micah and asked him, hey, just want to follow up about the event. He said, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had confirmed for tomorrow. He's ready to go for posting.
Okay, so what I would like you to do is get in touch with him, make sure his story is compliant.
Yeah.
Kind of explain how the virtual events work in case he hasn't gone back and looked at any of the ones from the past. So his time will be 7:52.
Okay.
And I like it if people can do the whole event from 7:30 to 8:10, but I also realize this is a busy time of year. So if he can't, at the very least, to post at that time.
Okay, 7:52.
And he can invite anybody. So I know he told me there were 1 or 2 people at work who had been asking him, and I'm sure being around family for Thanksgiving, people were asking him. So encourage him to invite people into the event as well.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'll follow up with him on that tonight. And then the other thing I think I'm going to do is after we're done and hang up, I'm going to go live and just kind of talk a little bit about like, this is a huge deal. Like, here's all the savings you could get if you sign up as a new person. Like, let's talk about it if you have been watching this. And I kind of posted about that on Friday. But since I was at Disney World, I couldn't do like a whole lot during the day about that. I have one person who has been in my workout group for months that has been on the fence about it. And she messaged me on Friday, and I was trying to get her and her husband going.
I am so sorry I did not see your message.
No, that's okay.
And did not even hear it playing.
And it was late in the evening, and I was like, I'm walking through I don't know, I think we were in Hollywood Studios that night. I'm like walking through, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Let me send you a link to this video, and then we'll get you a link sent to sign up if you're interested. And like, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
So have you set up your suggested carts?
Yes, I did that this afternoon while I was sitting at work. And so I've got that ready to go. So if she does decide tomorrow to go through with it, I'll send her a link to do that. The one thing I'm not sure about is making sure, like, if she does it, it's going to be her and her husband, and we would be ordering packs for both of them. But
okay,
don't I have to do something?
He has to go under her.
Okay.
And it may be easier for this situation to get both of their information on the phone and you just enter them knowing he has to go under her.
Okay.
And here's some good and some bad with the link. Like, we got back from conference and Marcy was on fire and enrolled like 4 people in 2 weeks with that link.
Yeah.
So then we all got together and we all made our suggested, packs. I had somebody probably 2 months now or 6 weeks ago say, yeah, I'm ready. And I sent her the link and I said, you're the first person I've done with. This is a brand new app, blah, 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 blah. Has she signed up yet? No. So
That's right.
Oh, like the control part of me, I have a hard time with this, but at the same time, if they're ready, like Marcy's people, she said you could see where they were in the sign up process, walked you through the whole thing. I was like, I love this. So in theory, I love it if they're really, really ready.
Yeah.
If they're still fence sitting, I think it's better to take a paper order form.
Yeah.
And the other thing I do want to bring up, because it just happened, was it with Julie? No, it was with Shannon. Just so you guys know, so it will ask like your default leg where they're going to go. But say you have somebody on one leg and you're like, oh, I really meant to put them on the other leg.
Me.
Okay. And we found this out too. Even with sponsors, like as you start strategizing, so Julie, let me use you as an example. Say you meant to put Shelly under Mike because you want to get him to consultant. Not only can you call corporate within 2 to 3 days after the enrollment and ask to go to the other leg, you can actually switch people. That we did that once too. So if for some reason somebody signs up tomorrow and they just automatically do it and you wanted them to be on your other leg for leader growth or stability or cycling or whatever, you have a couple days to call corporate and ask to switch to the other leg. Same thing if you want it to go under somebody else.
Yes, I have done that.
Okay. So I have an idea for you. I don't know if you have a topic or an angle for your Facebook Live, but I have a really, I think, great idea for you specifically, Val, for Facebook.
Yeah.
Is how long did you watch me?
Oh, gosh. Like the whole 5 years.
Yeah. I would come from that angle and almost title it My Biggest Regret or My Only Regret, just as a theme catcher to get people to watch it. And talk about how you were the doubter. There was no way this was going to work.
Yeah.
You watched me, but you finally got tired or finally decided to try something new or, be the ultimate skeptic, however you want to word it.
Yeah.
But I think in your situation, knowing you watched for so long, that would be the perfect hook for tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing I was thinking through was like coming back and feeling the way I have after eating all the stuff we did at Disney. I was like, this is a great way to just start this out and say like, guys, I've been feeling really crappy all day, like super bloated, like my ankles are swollen and my whole body is so like, ugh.
It reminds you of your before.
Yes, exactly. And so being able to say like, but the thing is like, this is not the end of a road. Like this is just me in my next day. And like, this isn't even a reset button. This is just continuing to live the lifestyle I've been living. And like, here I am, I'm clearing it out. I'm helping my body adjust and clean out all these toxins, and I'm feeling better already. So
yeah, I think that's perfect of tying in, whether you do that at the beginning or the end, tying in of, hey, just got off Disney and wish I would have started sooner.
Yeah.
You can hit people with that, urgency tomorrow.
Definitely.
So Laura, what are you thinking of doing as far as the Cyber Monday and the virtual event?
I don't know. I'm making a list of people I need to contact.
Okay.
Still to try and get them on the event tomorrow night.
And
then
interestingly
let them know
enough,
there's going to be a special.
yeah, I had heard, because I used to do all of my messages via Facebook message, and I don't remember where I heard the statistic. I want to say it was at ICU Chicago. They talked about there is 100% read on text. That it used to be email, then it was Facebook message, now it's text. And so,
Some of the people I don't have phone numbers for.
Right, I agree. And then I do the message. But I will tell you the other thing they really talked a lot about at Celebration, whether you do text or whether you do Facebook message, is doing it in a voice message.
Yeah.
Because people can hear your excitement.
Right.
It will take a little longer because it's not a simple copy and paste, but really to let them hear that excitement from you, that's one of the best ways to follow up. And what about you, Julie?
I'm going to do a Facebook Live tomorrow.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
I'm not a Facebook Live person.
I've never done one before.
I'm still chicken.
And what are you afraid of?
I don't know. I don't know. One of these days.
my first one, I incorporated my 9-year-old. That helped me a lot.
I don't have a 9-year-old.
Borrow mine.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I just want to encourage you guys to stay strong. And a couple things. One, as we do these income producing activities, it's modeling for our team. But two, in the hand holding, we need to remind our team to do this as well. That we're doing it, but now we need to push them off the nest and let them fly a little. So whether it's coaching them and teaching them how to do their 30-second story, whether that's coaching them to invite people to the event, especially if they're not in a place where they're not comfortable doing their own story yet, have them tune in and watch it so they can see that it's a very friendly, easy environment that will get them more comfortable with wanting to invite people for the next one and or wanting to share their story.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously have fun shopping. And for those of you who are in Chicago, I'm betting we have a snow day tomorrow.
We ended up not getting any snow.
It's pretty big.
I mean,
right now they're calling 6 to 8 to 12 inches in the next.
Well,
It's like
Iowa City, which is like, I don't know, 30 miles from me, they have snow. Yeah. South of us, everyone got snow, and it never made it to us.
Wow. Yeah, we're supposed to get pummeled.
Supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah, everything that's like in between the two of you, where my mother lives, they've already canceled school. She's got like 5 inches in her front yard right now.
Wow.
Okay. It's already past us.
Okay. Oh, the last thing I wanted to talk about before we sign off is we started with NYKO. If you're looking for a loved one to give you a Christmas gift and you want to ask for tickets for NYKO, just know that even when they sell out, there's a Facebook Isagenix event page. People always buy extra tickets, and you typically have up until 2 weeks before the event. It'll probably be like the 28th of December or something like that you can buy tickets or still be able to transfer tickets into your name. So if it's something where, the first 2-3 weeks into December, you find out, hey, I can go, check the Isagenix events page because sometimes they're on sale. so they'll be even cheaper. And or if they sell out, there's typically people trying to still sell them on there as well. I know Jill Kerwin's going, and I think Julie Ash is looking at going too. So as far as bunking up with people, whether it's physically people on our team or sidelines, we can still get you with some people. So, you know, if you're looking for a Christmas suggestion and you want to tell your loved one, hey, I really want to go to NYKO, you know, don't forget that as a possibility.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have fun. Stay safe, everybody. And hopefully we all have some really good turnout tomorrow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Val,
Yes.
when was that you said you were going to be back?
I graduate December 14th, and so I'll be back in Illinois. I'll get back that next Sunday. I think that's the 16th.
It is the 16th.
Yeah, so I'll be back in Illinois on the 16th. So like that whole next 10 days or something, I'll be
Okay.
in the Quad Cities area, and we can plan something.
Awesome.
I was just going to ask if you were going to be in Chicago on the 16th, because that's when like Daniel's class of Student Impact are all coming to Implode. And since he's a student leader, I was going to say you should come. But
Yeah, they're all doing that, but no, I will be driving from Texas to Illinois to
okay.
that day. So it'll be a long day, and
Yes.
my fur balls will be in the car with me. So
Pack
it'll
some
be a very
e-shots.
interesting day.
Yeah, pack some e-shots.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
Yes.
Okay. Well, stay safe, everybody. And then, Julie, we will still talk on Wednesday. I'm just looking to make sure. Yes, I have it on the calendar. We will talk Wednesday.
All right.
Hopefully be recapping all of these new team members that have come on board.
That would be awesome.
Okay. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.